Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of the Winnipeg Business Podcast, where I bring in Winnipeg's finest businesses to share who they are, what they do, what makes them unique, and what you should look for when dealing with somebody within their industry. So without further ado, let's go. With me today is Serena Exconde from BeGrazeful. And Serena, if you could just introduce yourself and tell us who you are and what you do.
Hi, thanks for having me, James. My name's Serena Exconde. I own BeGrazeful. Just a little blurb about what my business is and who I am is I do grazing boxes, platters, and tables. It's a mix of charcuterie and cheese boards, but make them extra pretty.
So charcuterie, that's how it's pronounced. I just wanted to clarify that just because I've heard like charcuterie and chucketerie and like people just, it's all over the board. So charcuterie, you said?
Yeah, charcuterie. There you go.
Perfect. Thank you for everybody out there. And I noticed your name, BeGrazeful. Is that like a play on words for Be Graceful? And can you tell us a story behind that if that's the case?
Yeah. So it's not Be Graceful, it's Be Grateful.
Okay.
Words for that. So how it came about was during the first lockdown in I think March or April. We were just playing along with names. I knew I wanted it to be like a pun. And so it was me, my cousins, my friends. We were all just like saying all these things like happy grazing or amazing grace. And like none of them just like were. Yeah, it was just not it until we came across BeGrazeful and we were like, okay. So then I picked that one, and then my cousin Janice is the one who I didn't know what kind of logo I wanted with that, and then she's the one who put it all together, and I was like, yeah, this is it. This is beautiful. This is like very chic, and I love it. So that's how it came about.
All right, and also I've been following you on Instagram, and I saw that you were in a magazine. Can you tell us more about what magazine that was? And it looked like a super popular magazine.
So the magazine actually reached out to me by email. It's called Poured Canada, and I actually have it here right beside me. So they don't have an Instagram, but that's the logo, Poured Canada, and they wanted me to put together 2 charcuterie boards, one that would match red wine and one that would pair well with white wine. And it's just right here. You do a little show and tell right there.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah. And yeah, everything's online. It was a really good opportunity because then right when it was like, I guess, published, I got a lot of like traction on my accounts and my websites. Like it was great opportunity.
And I think I remember a lot of people sharing that you were also on TV. Tell me more about that one.
Oh my gosh, that's so embarrassing. So it was my first time ever being on TV, and it was with Global News. They reached out to me in the summertime, I believe it was in July, and they wanted me to talk about how grazing boxes were the new picnic trend. So then I talked about that, but I was so nervous because I found out it was live, and I was like, I was frozen. So if you watch that, it's like kind of like secondhand embarrassment, but it was right after the interview. I definitely wanted to do it again and do better and have more opportunities like that. But yeah.
Oh, I'm sure you're going to get more opportunities like that. So tell me more about the work you do for the community and for local charities.
So I have these mini graze boxes that in the summer, 1 month, anybody who purchased a mini graze box, all the donations would go to, I think 1 month I did it for the Black Youth Helpline. It's in Winnipeg. They're located in downtown. And then another month I did it for, who did I do it for? Oh, the COVID-19 emergency crisis line for the Philippines.
Nice.
Yeah, I did that with Global Crisis. And this month I am trying to reach 50 boxes for Samaritan's Purse. Sorry. Yeah, Samaritan's Purse. So what it is you put together a box for a child aged 2 to 14, a boy or a girl, and they fill the box for you full of school supplies, essential items like toothbrushes, soap, and some toys for the kids. And my goal is 50 boxes at the end of the year. And right now we're halfway through at 25.
Nice.
Yeah.
So one of the 4 questions that I always ask everybody, it seems like you covered the first 2. So third one, what makes you unique? What makes you different from the other grazing companies?
So I would say what puts me apart from all the other grazing businesses here in Winnipeg is that I like to locally source a lot of my produce, my meats, packaging. I try to just focus on our locals. And yeah, so when you buy from me, not only are you supporting a small local business, you're also supporting many more here in Winnipeg.
Oh, I like that. That is unique. So you're telling me you're not just buying it from, like, let's say Superstore, Walmart, opening the packages there from the cold cut aisle and just
right in the beginning, like in the very, very beginning when I was doing boxes and like orders for friends, some of my packaging, like some of my produce and stuff like that was from Walmart, but that's only because I was starting out. But now that I like obviously like have like diehard clients and everything like that, I want what's like the best of the best for them. So now I invest more of the money for local businesses. So yeah.
I like that. That's really good that you support local businesses, especially at a time like this where like the local economy is taking a hit. You're out there supporting local. Thank you so much for that. Okay, so the final question is, what are some things people should look for in the event they're trying to work with a grazing company? What are some of the things they should look for? What are the things they should be careful of? If you could help us out with that.
So what you want to look for when you're working with a grazing company is, number one, is make sure they're registered. Make sure they have their food handler's certificate, and make sure they have a permit for a commercial kitchen. This is all really important because here in Manitoba, I'm going to announce this right now, that anyone working with food should not be working out of a house or anything that's not a commercial kitchen. Like, it's very unprofessional, and especially during a time like this, like during COVID, you want to take as much PPE precautions as possible. When you're looking for a grazing a company or a business to work with, ask them those questions, and just for your safety. That's it. I'm not hating on anybody else. It's just for your own safety.
No, you're looking out for the consumer, which is great, because that's what all of us business owners want to do. We want to take care of the consumers and our clients, customers at all times. So that's really good share. Is there anything else you'd like to share in regards to that?
No, usually I would say every grazing business here in Winnipeg has their own style. So just choose what your style is. Like, yeah, that's really it. And then you'll find the perfect grazing company to work with, and it'll all work out.
All right. And actually, just for a final bonus, I do have a lot of young entrepreneurs who do watch my interviews. I do believe I had about 16, 17 on the previous interviews watching. If you were to say something to those young entrepreneurs wanting to start up businesses or anything, what are some words of advice you would like to give them?
Okay. Some words of advice I would say is plan. Just plan it through. Know your end goal, but also know your little goals. Because when you don't break it down and plan it properly, you're going to be so lost. You're going to give up really easily and nothing's going to happen. So just write it down. So if you want to start a business, think of a name. Write it down. Think of a name. Think of your logo. Think of what permits you need to get, how to register your business. Little steps will get you to your end goal, if that makes sense.
Yes, no, that's definitely, that's one of the things I always share with younger entrepreneurs and those starting out with their businesses. You know, eat that elephant one bite at a time. You can't look at it as like one big whole. You want to make sure that it's little steps, little capable steps every single step of the way, so you can prevent that overwhelm that a lot of people get when they start. Well, thank you so much, Serena, for letting me interview you for today.
Thanks for having me. It was really fun.
Okay, so before we go, if anybody wanted to reach out to you, what is the best way they can get a hold of you?
So I'm on social medias right now. The down below, just kidding. You can find me on Instagram at Be.Grazeful, and I also have a website called BeGrazeful.ca. That's still in the works. It's not open, clearly, when you go there, but it's in the works. So yeah, that's where you can find me.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you for being a guest on our show today. So for all those watching, that's it for today. Till next time, go with the pros. Thanks for watching this week's episode of the Winnipeg Business Podcast. If you know anyone you think would make a perfect guest for the show, please send them to thewinnipegbusinesspodcast.com. Have them fill out the form and someone from our team will get back to them ASAP. Till next time.